This is an interesting one. You see this comment here. Uh, where the fuck is it? Don't be a dick, Facebook. All right, gosh. Well, yeah, could go either way. I think is the reasonable response, unless you actually know these people, which none of these comments are pretending to like have watched, like say a bunch of stuff that these people have said, their personal opinion type stuff, right? And well, if you were dressed up like this in 1999, you know what I'm saying? Now, this is a point that I feel needs to be made and a thing that needs to happen. Back in the day, 2006, 2005, I was a kid. You know, back in the day, before all this dumb woke bullshit, girls that had dyed hair and dressed up in black and all that kind of shit, there was no political connotation to it. You were just goth or emo or whatever, you know. So so I wonder what these chicks looked like in 1999. You see what I'm saying? I'm just willing to bet. I'm willing to bet that like you're looking at a like this is like a 40-year-old. These women are like in their 30s. They're full grown ass adults. They're overweight. You know what I'm saying? Nobody nobody gave a fuck about any of this shit when they started dyeing their hair. It's the fucking 20 something lunatic fucking like the old creepy liberals that are on this side of politics that you should be worried about them infesting Elder Scrolls 6 don't look like this. They look like the gremlins that you see in C-SPAN on the news when you watch politics. You know, they filter their nonsense down and then you get teenage girls and 20 somethings college age blue haired freak syndrome going on. These these fine women, I'm willing to bet, are former patrons of Hot Topic. I think there's a difference there that one can distinguish. So I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not willing to, like, I mean, if Revenge of the Smirk here knows enough about these people, like, if I were to make an Angry Joe meme, I've been watching Angry Joe for years. Whatever meme I make is going to have been made with the rumination of all the contextual information around him. So these three chicks could be real based as fuck. We don't even know. It just looks the way it looks. Did you share it not knowing? Or did you know when you shared it? And do you know in the comments? This guy's reasonable a little bit. Like, we don't know. It's possible. So yeah, and the Wachowskis used to be brothers, and guess what? The Matrix is still fucking good. Did you do you think do you think the last Matrix movie was the way it was because the Wachowskis did their thing that they did? As in it wasn't that good. A lot of people say I enjoyed it. I can see where where you wouldn't like it. It was a bit comical with the amount of forced bullet stopping, but like that kind of, I don't know. At no point did I ever watch, at no point while watching the new Matrix movie or any of the old ones did I ever have a moment where I was watching it and I said to myself, ah, see, the movie's like this because they're fucking trans. There's the, there it is. There's that influence, that woke LGBTQ nonsense influence mind virus into the movie. There was no point watching The Matrix. Find me a point. Find me a point where you watched The Matrix and you said, ah, see, they only put that in there because they're fucking, you know, no, you're not going to find that point. I bet, willing to bet. I'd be surprised if you showed it to me. You're not going to find the Dragon Age Veil Guard top surgery scars in the Matrix movies. You're not going to find the 300-pound indecisive about her gender fat bitch from Concord in the Matrix movies. There's nothing you can point at and be like, you see, we're supposed to find this fucking no dustbin. There's no really cringy rock song that sounds like it was made by a bunch of elderly liberal women thinking that this is what the kids think is hip and cool these days. There is none of that that you could point at within the Matrix movies. You see what I'm saying? So, as far as I'm concerned, this is a nothing burger. These chicks could get fatter and uglier. If the game delivers, then the game delivers. That's all I got to say about that. You know, and so maybe, and then we got names on here too. That's great. At least we got that. Can fucking look and see who they are and then decide. You know, anything is possible at this point, but I just I don't see the team that makes Elder Scrolls having the teaspoon like depth and lack of self awareness to push forward with a Dragon Age Veil Guard top surgery scars practically pedophilic approach. Like, I don't see it happening. Even if these are wokies in here, right? It's Skyrim. It is the creme de la creme, one of the most prestigious games in gaming, next to Grand Theft Auto, other titles. You get Skyrim, Grand Theft Auto, right? So look at Grand Theft Auto. Are they postponing because they got to take out woke bullshit, as some people have theorized? I just don't see Bethesda, because it's Bethesda still, at the end of the day. I don't see them having the lack of self-awareness to think that they're going to pull a Veilguard on the next Elder Scrolls. I mean, we've gotten all the Fallout games and these people have been in the company. So, you know, I'm not too worried about it. I will be smacking my face with, you know, that's why you wear the mask with the helmet and everything. Because these people will fucking make you face palm so hard it hurts. If we actually do, if I start up the next Elder Scrolls and I see top surgery scars on a female character, I'm gonna break that fucking game in half. And I'm gonna sprinkle the dust back at GameStop like I did with whichever Call of Duty that was a piece of crap. I crunched it up.